What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren. If you're new here, it's been a minute. How are ya? It's so good to see you. Here I am, back at you with another Taylor Swift update video because even though she's been pretty out of the spotlight since ending the Eras tour, there's actually a lot of Swiftie news happening behind the scenes on social media that I gotta catch you up on. I mean, come on. She's dropping Easter eggs left and right. She's liking Natalie Bryant's video on TikTok. She's grabbing a wholesome Mother's Day brunch with Travis Kelce's family. She's getting dragged into lawsuits that she really has nothing to do with. Getting subpoenaed and then getting it rescinded. More on that later. But now, it's also just come out that her master recordings might actually be up for sale again, and an unlikely Scooter Braun is the one that's like, trying to push that Taylor Swift deserves to buy them back. I don't know about that. There's a lot to cover and I'm dying to get your thoughts on this and I really miss you guys. So hi, I'm Lauren. If you're new here, I cover pop culture, Taylor Swift things. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I cover all things pop culture, Taylor Swift. Am I like a Taylor Swift documentarian at this point? I don't know, because reading all of this stuff that's just come out, Page 6 literally just reported this, May 22nd, that her masters might be up for sale, but I'm sorry. Please view the time capsules of videos series that I created back in 2019 and 2020 when this was all happening in real time, because I feel like you need the full context in order to really understand why this announcement, this news is such a big deal and why I'm struggling to believe it. I don't know. I gotta get your thoughts. I will be including timestamps down below to this video because I'm covering lots of Taylor Swift news today and you might just be interested in one or two of the things. So feel free to bop around. Let's get started. Okay, so in case you've been living under a Swiftie rock, Taylor Swift and Taylor Nation have been making a pretty big push to get as many Swifties as possible to tune in to the American Music Awards this upcoming Monday, May 26th, like dropping way too many hints. I mean, Taylor Swift loves the AMAs. She's attended many, many years. It is a fan-voted award show, and I personally think that with these Easter eggs, she's telling us that she will be, one, absolutely attending. That's fully what I believe. And then two, the thing that's really taken Swifties for a loop is that she will be announcing something. Yes, I know, I said it. But Lauren, didn't you just say that she was going to announce something at the iHeart Radio Music Awards thing and you were so sure of it and then she didn't even show up? Yes. Yes, I did say that. But you know, a part of being in the Swiftie fandom means having the resilience to just dust yourself off and jump right back on that bandwagon every time a theory blows up in your face because it's just fun. I don't know, it's just fun to be a part of something. Whether we look like Charlie from It's Always Sunny trying to connect dots that might actually not be there, or you're convinced that something's really gonna happen this time around like I am, and there's nothing wrong with being the Swiftie that likes to clown around. We rent a place on Clownella Street and we're proud of it and it's fun, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't take it so seriously. Except this time, take this one very seriously. Says me every single time. But it does! It feels like something's really happening this time. Let's go over the evidence. Please give me all of your thoughts because let me tell you, a lot of Swifties online are like saying that there's like a laundry list of Easter eggs for this time around. I picked through all of the Easter eggs and I'm gonna just show you the ones that I believe and then I'll throw in some of the random ones at the end there because that's always fun. The one that like in my mind I'm like, girl, you love to do this. Like if you were an OG back in the day Taylor Swift fan and you had like the booklets and you're writing down secret codes, she capitalized an A, she capitalized a U to like spell out a message to her fans. That to me, I feel like is just so textbook Taylor Swift way to talk to our fans. And so she's been capitalizing a lot of specific letters lately. But the one that like really made me do a double take was the Taylor Swift merch website link swap. Do you know what I'm talking about? Taylor Swift sneakily updated her merchandise website and changed these specific links and pictures that used to say shop, 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 shop. Now those same exact pictures say apparel, music, accessories, sale. AMAS. Right? Am I right? Also on top of that, there are a number of items on her website that are either 13% off or 26% off. Monday, May 26th, the day of the AMAs. I don't know, man. Are the AMAs just like paying Taylor Swift a lot of money to be like, we need viewership. No one has cable anymore. No one watches award shows anymore unless Taylor Swift shows up. Please, Taylor, please post about it. I don't know. I know that Taylor loves the AMAs. I know that she loves going. We've gotten many, many iconic Taylor Swift red carpet outfits and appearances and just exciting things that relate to Taylor Swift and the AMAs. So yes, I definitely believe that she will be attending. Now let's get into what other people think that she might be announcing. I don't know if Taylor Swift needs to be tying her announcements into something as small as an award show, but I do think that there could be some business deals in the background, but I also feel like there's a lot of people out there that get annoyed when Taylor Swift does that, because then it's like she wins an award, she announces an album, and then the next person talking on the screen, no one's paying attention because everyone's on TikTok, on Twitter, on her whatever, and it's like steals attention, but that's not Taylor's fault. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I don't think there's anything particularly wrong. I've seen other artists do it. Other artists have announced things or teased things on the stage in their acceptance speech. It's just that when Taylor Swift says jump, we say how high. So I still fully believe that we are getting an Eras Tour documentary sometime this year. It's gotta happen. It was iconic, it was groundbreaking, it boosted economies everywhere she went. Did you hear this whole thing about other countries were fighting over where Taylor Swift was gonna perform, and then someone like sabotaged another country so that Taylor Swift would come to her country to perform the Eras Tour? Big deal. Big deal. I am waiting for this Eras Tour documentary. A lot of people are once again speculating that she could be announcing Reputation TV. Oh my God. When she finally announces it, it's gonna be this like running joke of like when GTA 6 gets announced or when we're getting the new Rihanna album. It's just this like running joke at this point. But people are now more convinced than ever, they say, because Look What You Made Me Do, Taylor's version, was recently premiered in a new episode of The Handmaid's Tale. But I've gotta say, this is not the first time that we've heard a snippet of Look What You Made Me Do, Taylor's version. It's not. Let me remind you that the very first time that we actually got a snippet of Look What You Made Me Do, Taylor's version was on August 23rd, 2023 in the teaser trailer for the Amazon Prime video series Wilderness. This Amazon Prime series featured Look What You Made Me Do, Taylor's version as its theme song. That was the first time that we heard it. And then the second time we heard it was in March 2024 during an episode of The Dynasty, New England Patriots, a docuseries on Apple TV+. And now this third time, which is a much longer clip than we've ever heard, is for The Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's star and big Swiftie, Elizabeth Moss, says, "It's such an honor to be able to use her music in the final episodes of our show. I've been wanting to use a Taylor song for many years, and we finally found the perfect spot for a track from her. I'm so glad we waited. Could not be a more perfect song for a more perfect moment." I don't know, guys. I don't think we're getting Reputation TV so soon. Personally, I'm waiting for the Eras Tour doc. I also, don't call me crazy here, you can, but be nice about it. I think there's a possibility she could be hinting at brand new music. TS12. I mean, she's got a lot of inspiration happening around her. Her and Travis Kelce look happier than ever. Yes, she has been pretty much out of the spotlight, but we did see them in Salt Lake City. Some people captured some videos of them leaving a restaurant. They had a lovely, cozy time. And then some of these Swifties online right now are saying that May 26th has been a significant date in Taylor Swift's past. I have not personally verified all of this information myself, but apparently on May 26th, 2019, Taylor Swift went on Jimmy Fallon and she said, "Can I hint at something 3 years in advance?" Mind you, COVID happened in 2020. Loverfest was canceled in 2020. So I don't know if what she was hinting at then was what it was then, but these Swifties online are convinced that there's just been something to the date, May 26th, that has Swifties up in arms online. I don't know. It's been too much for me to personally keep up with, but I'm dying to know your guys' thoughts on all this. 1, I think she's attending, for sure. 2, do I think that she will attend with Travis? I would love that, but I also really, really love that Taylor Swift is like a, he didn't write all this music. He didn't do what I had to do to get to where I am. This moment is about me. I will walk the red carpet alone. I also think that there's something really important to be said about not giving the public those very public images of red carpet with your boyfriend, because then those pictures will get purchased. Travis Kelce would scratch his face or suddenly get his face in a millisecond looking angry, or them looking like they're fighting, but they're not. They're talking. You know how like when you talk and try to screenshot? It's just not to give tabloids ammo to use pictures and your appearances against you. I don't know. That's kind of always been my thoughts. I do think one day we will get an official red carpet debut. I just don't think it's yet. I don't think, not yet, personally. Let me know your thoughts on all of this because by the time you're watching this, Monday could have come and gone. So let me know. On to the next, and what I think is most important that I want to talk to you guys about. This is obviously an ongoing story, so make sure you're following me and subscribed to stay the most up to date. I do post on Instagram a lot faster than I post on YouTube, but I am working on it. So, Taylor Swift's masters are back on the market. These headlines that I saw today, there's a bunch of them. I don't know who paid for them. I don't know what's true and what's not true, but they're blowing my mind right now. As I said earlier, on May 22nd, 2025, Page 6 reported that Shamrock Capital, aka the investment firm that Scooter Braun sold the masters of Swift's first 6 albums to, is now interested in selling those back to Taylor. 5 years later, and 4 extremely successful re-recordings later, 1 Eras tour later. I don't know, man. I don't know. This sounds a little fishy to me. Quick reminder. In 2019, Big Machine Records CEO Scott Borchetta brutally sold Taylor Swift's entire back catalog of music, her masters, to one of the people that Taylor hated most, Scooter Braun, for $300 million. This was a huge deal. Like I said, check out the videos that I did of all of us watching this in real time because it was the biggest of biggest deals. Scott Borchetta and Taylor Swift had an amazing working relationship the entire come up of Taylor Swift's career, and this was just a big slap in the face. Taylor claims that she didn't even know that the sale was happening and that she was never given the option to purchase the masters herself. Although there has been some random claims online that Scott Swift, her dad, knew about the sale but wasn't able to tell Taylor because of an NDA. Some of that has been disputed, but again, I don't know what's true and what's not true. I just wanted to give you that small update of whether or not Taylor knew about it or not. I don't think she actually knew about it, but I wonder if Scott Swift, her dad, and also a stakeholder in Big Machine Records wasn't able to tell her. I don't know. Anyways, she wasn't even given the option to purchase them, which she could definitely afford to, even at the time. As Taylor herself put it, this was the definition of toxic male privilege in our industry, which is very true. And I do gotta say, this right here, this whole sticky situation is the very reason that Taylor Swift set out on her incredibly successful venture to re-record all 6 of her stolen albums and then make a brand new track for each one, adding Taylor's version to the end of the name. And honestly, this became the biggest FU seen around the world. And it somehow, if possible, made Taylor Swift an even bigger powerhouse, badass female entrepreneur in the music business than she already was then, which is saying a lot. Taylor made a very public plea to let us all know what was going on. Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta and Big Machine Records employees and families and schools, they received death threats from Swifties around the world, which I don't think was Taylor's goal. I do think she wanted us to like cause a stir online. I don't think Taylor wished for death threats upon any family. My opinion. But 1 year after purchasing the masters, Scooter Braun then sold the masters to Shamrock Capital for a profit. But now that company is interested in selling them back to Taylor Swift? I don't know. Page 6 writes, "We're told the person encouraging Shamrock to do so is Scooter Braun. The albums back under negotiations are, obviously, Taylor Swift, Fearless, Speak Now, Red, 1989, and Reputation, the OG. If Taylor Swift decides to buy back her masters, the price tag would be in the ballpark of $600 million to $1 billion. All of this is just so gross. Scooter Braun bought them for $300 million, sold them to Shamrock Capitals for more than that. Scooter Braun made money on the first sale. Page 6 continues to explain that if Taylor owns both old and new recordings of her songs, she stands to make the lion's share of publishing royalties from both. She will also have full control over her own catalog and be able to control whether they are licensed for use in commercials, film, and TV shows, at political rallies, and more. I'm pretty sure she already has that ability and that power." Goes on to say, if she could claw back and create a deal structure where she could get the rights to her original recordings, she exponentially increases the amount of money she makes. She's making money off of the publishing still from the original songs, but not as much from the Taylor's versions, which she owns. This person also noted, when she puts out a re-recording version, consumption also spikes on the original. Guys, I know that we all love to say capitalism Taylor's version. Does Taylor really need a new Elvira mix, the Witches remix, and all of this stuff, and she loves money and blah, 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 blah. I think she loves money as much as the next male businessman. But what I love so much about Taylor is she's a very, very poetic human being, and money is just not the most important thing to her. I think like principles and morals and like justice is what's right for her. Might I remind you of when she countersued for $1 from DJ Gropey McGropeface? I don't know. All of this article, this page 6 article seems very, very paid for by the checkbook of Scooter Braun. How can I get back into her good graces? It would be so good for the future of my career. I mean, Scooter Braun's still doing very, very well right now. I believe he's the CEO of the American branch of TikTok, if that's still there's a whole TikTok thing going on in America, who knows. But let me bring you back to a post that Taylor wrote herself. You can pause the screen right now, read the whole thing if you'd like to, but this letter talks about a time when Taylor's team tried to negotiate with Scooter Braun on this sale before. Basically, Scooter's team wanted Taylor to sign an ironclad NDA stating that she would never say another word about Scooter Braun unless it was positive. In the words of Taylor Swift, so I would have to sign a document that would silence me forever before I could even have a chance to bid on my own work. Scooter has stripped me of my life's work that I wasn't given an opportunity to buy. Essentially, my musical legacy is about to lie in the hands of someone who tried to dismantle it. Oh my God, dude, there is so much about this that I cover like in old videos, like as it's coming out in real time. But right now, I just don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's true. It would be great PR for Scooter Braun and great PR for Shamrock Holdings for the sale to go through to Taylor Swift. But $600 million or $1 billion? Come on, I don't know. I don't know where Taylor's mind is at. Would she just want to do it, write the check just to move on with this chapter of our life? I don't know. I have no clue. What do you guys think about this? This was such a big deal. Like the whole Taylor's decision to re-record her first 6 albums ignited this huge conversation in the music industry about ownership, artists being able to own their work, who should own the masters, what kind of contract should a young talented artist be signing with a music record label, what's appropriate and what's poisonous. Whoever this person they're quoting in page 6, it says someone named Durant, I don't know, says, she's so rich, she's already a billionaire. How much further does she want to go? Maybe it's a principal thing for her. It's obviously a principal thing for her. That's why I didn't even bother to know who you are. When I say Durant, page 6 interviewed someone named Clayton Durant, founder of the music consulting firm CAD Management. I don't know. If you're not directly involved in this situation, I don't want to hear from you. Like, she's a billionaire. Who cares? It really is. I fully believe that it really is a principal thing for her. Oh my God, you guys. I want to know your thoughts on this. And then I think I need to do a whole separate video on this. Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively. Did Blake Lively really extort Taylor Swift? I don't know. I have a hard time believing that. I have been Team Blake for a very long time, and then I read those Dragons Khaleesi texts that Blake sent, and I was just like, girl, what are you doing? But then at the same time, I'm like, the court of public opinion does not matter. Like, why are we duking it out in the comments of the E! News post about Justin's lawyer, Blake's lawyer, when really this is like, at the core, a sexual harassment lawsuit and then a lying lawsuit of did Blake take over the movie? Did Ryan involve? I don't know. I'm going to do a whole separate video on that. I've already started filming that, and it's just wild. What the world that we've come to, that the court of public opinion seems to matter more than like the facts of a case. But I don't know. A lot of people online have a lot of strong opinions about that. And I don't know. I'm gonna put all my thoughts into another video, but if you throw in some good comments down below about Blake v. Justin and then randomly Taylor in there and you got some good insight, I'll include it in my video about all of this because, dude, it's just been so overwhelming. The Blake-Justin lawsuit, I've been reading both of them. It's just been really hard to know what's real, what's just fodder. I mean, the judge dismissed everything. Taylor got subpoenaed, then it got rescinded. It's very, very messy, and Taylor Swift would very much like to be excluded from this narrative. I said it. She said it. Guys, please give me all of your thoughts on everything that I just said. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what the future holds. All I know is that I trust Taylor Swift to do what is best for Taylor Swift. She's been doing this long enough. She's been through the freaking ringer. She was canceled. The Taylor Swift is over party. She came back from the dead. She does it all the time. And I just believe in her ability to make her own choices, and just, I hope that she's having a great break with Travis. They seem very happy, and I'm very stoked on all of that stuff. But as always, please let me know what you guys think. The AMAs are this upcoming Monday, May 26th. I do believe she's going, and I'm excited to see what she's gonna wear. Maybe she'll announce something. It's fun, okay? Just join us, it's fun to be in the bandwagon. I know, it's chaotic, we're chaotic, it's fine. We might be doing an AMAs watch party in my Patreon if you're interested in joining a group of Swifties. I just love jumping into my Taylor Swift Talk channel in my Discord server, and we're all just like throwing the theories and debunking everything together, so it's a lot of fun. No pressure to join. I'm just happy that you're still here. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed my video. Let me know your thoughts on all of the above. I'm dying to hear from you, and thank you so much for watching, for clicking on my video. I really appreciate you. I am at Lauren Lipman on all platforms, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.